Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, Catholic Charities is partnering with Resurgence Brewing for this year's Appeal Week, and we have details on how you can sip and support their mission. And it doesn't stop there. The Mind Over Foundation is here with their upcoming community walk to support mental health resources in Western New York. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, Catholic Charities of Buffalo is hosting its second Hops for Hope celebration, and joining us now with more details is Chuck and Jeff. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Of course, let's start off by talking about an overview of this week-long event for those who aren't familiar.
Sure. So we're excited to do our second annual Hops for Hope with Resurgence Brewing. It's a week-long celebration of the programs and services that Catholic Charities has to offer, and also bring awareness to the last 6 weeks of the annual appeal. We'll be starting this coming Friday, the 16th, from 4 to 7 p.m., and then we have events throughout the week.
Nice, all righty. Jeff, do you want to tell us about the special beer you're releasing for this event?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're happy to come up. I mean, it's finally summer, right? It finally got warm. Right?
Finally.
Let's have something light, crisp, refreshing. So we made a nice summer ale here, which is going to have a little bit of fruitiness just from the ale, and then a little bit of orange zest that we had in there just to make it nice and citrusy and refreshing.
Nice, okay. Let's expand more on the programs and services that this event is benefiting.
Sure. So Catholic Charities provides more than 50 programs and services for those most in need across Western New York. Everything from food pantries and emergency financial assistance to workforce development programs to mental health counseling. We provide a significant amount of mental health counseling. I believe we're the 4th or 5th largest provider of that in Western New York. And we really rely on a lot of appeal funding for a lot of those programs.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into this appeal funding for those who aren't familiar with this terminology and what it means for Catholic Charities.
Sure. So Catholic Charities does an annual appeal every year, and we started in January and we go through June 30th. So we're coming into the last 6 weeks of the appeal. We're about a little better than 75% of our $8.5 million goal. But with just a little bit of time left and $2 million left to raise, we've got a ways to get there.
Okay, all righty. Jeff, do you want to talk about why Resurgence wanted to get involved and be a part of this with Catholic Charities?
Yeah, I think Chuck touched on it a little bit, but I don't think people realize how much Catholic Charities does in the community. They really touch every part of our community. And so, the community is very good to us as a brewery and an event center. So we wanted to really, we focus on giving back to the community in many different ways, but I don't think there's a better charity that we can partner with than Catholic Charities to drive their mission and help them, get across the finish line with a little beer, a little push from beer. Right?
That'll get you right across. It's a little incentive. Alrighty, so let's get into what we can expect starting off this weekend.
Sure. So Friday night is the big kickoff. We have the kickoff happy hour from 4 to 7 at Resurgence down on Chicago Street. We're going to start with the blessing of the beer. So, like all things Catholic, Father Paul Sile is going to come down and bless the beer and get us kicked off. We have some raffles and some split clubs and fun things like that. And of course, the Hops for Hope will be available all day. And then on Saturday, so as we talked a little bit about the programs and services we understand that not everybody in Western New York is familiar with the breadth and scope of what we do. Mm-hmm. We do touch 1 out of every 10 Western New Yorkers.
Wow.
Last year, we served more than 147,000 people in Western New York. That's all 8 counties. Mm-hmm. So on Saturday, we've got a couple of our staff who are going to be down at the brewery from 1 to 3 p.m. And we're saying, have a brew and learn what we do.
I love it.
So people can come in, they can learn a little bit about us, get some information, learn how to access our services if they or a loved one need them as well. And then throughout the week, we're going to honor those who give back in terms of service. So people who are involved with Catholic service organizations like Knights of Columbus, Knights of St. John, Rosary Altar Societies, or really any volunteer, we've got a beer coupon for them. Come on down Tuesday night and let us know what you do, and we'll give you a coupon, and hopefully that'll spur some more donations for us. And then on Thursday, we're going to honor our sponsors from Hope Day. Hope Day this year raised over $500,000 in one 24-hour period.
Amazing.
And we had several corporate sponsors who were very generous and matched dollar for dollar those sponsorship or those donations. So that on Thursday evening, we're going to honor those sponsors. We invite them, their colleagues, and the community to come down and take a look at the people, especially the business community, who are supporting us. And then on Friday, the 23rd, the eve of the Memorial Day weekend, we're calling it our last call for hope. We know that hope goes on, but we're really coming down towards the last 4 weeks of the appeal by that time. And we're invited as many people to come down. We'll do some split club drawings, and just have a good time.
Alrighty, lots of fun, but all raising money for a great cause to continue to help as many people as you can.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about this. And viewers, if you'd like to see the whole calendar of events for Hops for Hope, you can visit ccwny.org/Hops for Hope. Thanks again for coming in, you two.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, Chelsea. Appreciate it.